you doing here? I don't know what the trick is for the week. You know what? We better go ask the Dans. It's far enough into the season. I think it's time you know the truth. Let's go get them. Don't tell them I told you this. My music is so makes me say, oh my Lord.
Hear ye, hear ye. I, FD Skittles, do declare this third secret meeting of the IGOW Dans officially in order. Let's start with roll call, as always. IGOW Studios Dan. Here. In-house reporter Dan. Present. Field reporter Dan. Is this really necessary? I mean, there's only 5 of us. You see that we're here. I mean, it's not as much for you and us as it is for the viewers. I mean, just say here. Whatever. Here. Stick cam Dan. Here. How's it going? Alright, so we got everyone. First, let's open up the meeting by talking about the first challenge video. Field reporter Dan and IGOW Studios Dan. I really like that bit you did with the whole tree orbit and the bare minimum office space joke, but I'm not sure if the pilots really picked up exactly what you were putting down, considering we got 150 videos of orbiting trees. So maybe be a little bit more direct with exactly what you want in the future. Just a note. Alright. In-house reporter Dan, great job on that second challenge explaining what a chair was. Thanks, Captain. I do the best with what I can assign. Yeah, excellent work. One note, just make sure you wear the same wardrobe. We don't want to confuse the viewers with you having a different shirt on in the future. Got it? Alright. Stick cam Dan, you've been killing it. Anything new to report? Yep. As you know, we recently were sponsored by Radio Master, and this week we will be switching to the Radio Master Boxer with AGO1 gimbals. Purple color, they look really sweet. And I've only flown it a few times since setting it up, but I love it already. The gimbals are so smooth, it feels great. Awesome to hear. I can't wait to give it a try. Alright, sounds like we're all caught up. Anyone else have anything? Nope? Alright, so now let's discuss what we want to do for week number 3. This week is going to be sponsored by TinyWhoop, and in past IGOWs, TinyWhoop has had the Flips and Rolls challenge. What do you guys think about that? We got a flip and a roll in week number 2. Yeah, shouldn't we feature a new trick like power loops or something like that? You know what my vote is for? Barani's. What? How did he get in here? It's week 3, Barani Master Dan. You really think we should be doing Barani's right now? You've got 1,700 players left still, and you said you'd be down to 16 total in about 13 weeks, so just saying, options on the table. I think it should be something that gets the pilots up and out of their houses. I know, I wish I could leave this place. You know where I'd be. Hey, quit complaining. At least you've got pants. I'll trade you. I wish I could stay inside all day. You guys aren't being very helpful. Having you around is supposed to make this easier on me, not more difficult. Oh, so sorry, Master. I don't know. Seems like maybe split S or power loops or something like that would be the natural progression from here. What about building dives? Ooh, I love dives. You don't think week 3 is too early? I know you guys typically use it as like a break week a little further along in the season, but with this shortened regular season format, I don't know how many breaks we're going to be able to give out, if you know what I mean. He makes a good point. If we come with another difficult combo challenge, like this 7-step one we had for week number 2, we might scare off some of the beginner and the newer pilots. Yep, and exactly. That's why I think building dives is perfect for this week. It's not a very difficult actual trick, and it requires the pilots get out of their comfort zone and find new exciting places to fly. So I think it's a perfect challenge. Okay, let's do it. Building dives has always been my favorite week in past IGOWs. I think as many of the new pilots should get to experience it as possible. Alright, building dives. Okay then, it's decided. IGOW 4 weekly challenge number 3 is TinyWhoop building dives. I don't want to rain on everyone's parade, but don't we always stress safety and making smart choices when doing your IGOW challenges? Don't get caught if you do anything illegal. But seriously, Please don't do anything reckless or stupid for IGOW. If you're unsure if something is a bad idea, then run it by me or another player first, because it's probably a bad idea. Do ask your friends for advice and be careful. Don't just go diving a building in a crowded public area with traffic.
Yes, please use common sense and good judgment when choosing when and where to do your building dives.
How are our Russian pilots supposed to complete this challenge without breaking the law? Wow, that's actually a great point. Yeah, wow. Good point, field reporter Dan. We can't make anyone choose between getting a letter and doing something illegal. That's not cool. We're gonna have to come up with something else. I know. Let's have an alternative challenge for anyone that's not able to dive a building for whatever reason. Perfect. In-house reporter Dan, putting you in charge of making up the alternate challenge. All the other Dans, you guys are on building dives. All right, everyone. Sounds like we got a plan. Dismiss. Man, building dives was my idea, and everyone else gets to go outside and have fun, and I have to stay in the basement. Sucks to be you.
There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Switch.
Hello, and welcome back to IGOW 4. Today we will be discussing weekly challenge number 3, Tiny Whoop Building Dives. Dives are Skittles, and thus all of the Dans' favorite thing to do while flying FPV. A really good building dive will get you a bit nervous at first, and your heart will be pumping as you climb to the top of a tall building and prepare for the few seconds of adrenaline as your whoop free falls toward the ground in close proximity to the building face. The challenge-specific requirements for this week are pretty simple. First, find a building or other man-made structure that has a pretty much vertical face for diving. It needs to be about 30 to 40 feet tall at least, and other options in a building include flagpoles, power towers, antennas, wind turbines, bridge supports, lighthouses, telephone poles, statues or art, or any other man-made structure that is pretty tall. Cliff faces are the only non-man-made things that we will accept without specific approval. No more trees. No tree gow. Okay. Requirement number 2 is that you dive down the building or structure for at least about 30 feet or 10 meters and then pull up and fly away before you hit the ground. If you just fall down the building or structure and then crash into the ground next to it, that will not count as an acceptable building dive. And as always, there's a 60-second maximum video length for all submissions. And because Skittles loves dives so much, he's put up 3 $25 bonus challenges for this week. The first is the longest dive, and the winner will be the dive that covers the most vertical footage in proximity to the structure. So it's not necessarily just the tallest building, it's who covers the most vertical footage while in proximity to diving their building. Okay, the second is the best crevice dive. And this just means the best dive that is like in a little nook or cranny or outcropping of the building. Proximity is definitely a must to win this bonus. And the third prize goes to the best tandem dive. That is the best dive that has another whoop in the FPV view. So get out there with your buddy and do some dives together. See if you can't follow each other all the way down the building face. I know Skittles and Selenia had some good ones when filming for this week's challenge. Okay, now let's go out to field reporter Dan and Stickcam Dan, who are on location in downtown Seattle, to explain what we look for when picking a building to dive.
Hello, field reporter Dan here, and I'm in downtown Seattle where we've got a bunch of tall buildings around us, all that are great for diving. Alright, Stickcam Dan here, and today we're going to be doing some building dives, which are mostly just fun. I'm not sure how much my Stickcam's really going to help you on this, but let's do a basic dive first. We've got this building here, which is great for building dives because what I look for when I'm doing a building dive is a building with a nice flat face, and then as you come down it, you want basically nothing down at the bottom that you're gonna get lost or caught in where you can't access it. So there's some trees and like stuff here, but we can get to that area, and maybe if it got stuck on that little ledge it might be hard, but at least we have a chance to get it, and that's a pretty narrow ledge. Anyway, that's what I look for when I'm doing a building. Like you can see this building over here is a great building too, but it's got that mezzanine on the upper level, so if you crash and get stuck there it'd be really hard to recover your roof. Anyway, let's get into the building dives. So first we're going to go up. So I suggest you start ascending the building, especially if it's windy, pretty close to the building. It'll help you avoid the wind and kind of keep you on track. You won't get blown too far away. And I'd start with a lower dive, especially if you're at a new building you've never done before. So I'm going to go parse the way up here. And I think the easiest way to get into a dive is just to split S into it. So approach the building, do a split S, and then try to stay as close as possible. I typically roll kind of left and right to try to stay close to the building. Then before you get to the bottom, obviously, pitch up and pull out. Alright, so let's go up a little higher and try a different type of dive. So this time, if you're not comfortable with doing a split S, a good way to go into a dive is you just fly up facing the building and then do a backflip, and then you're basically right into the dive. And then this one typically requires me rolling to stay close to the building, and that's a great way to keep your proximity to the building, doing a roll while you're diving. Let's try to get one more really smooth epic one here all the way up to the top. Alright, when you're climbing, make sure you check your battery. You don't want to run your battery out. I typically don't full throttle climb all the way because it can get dangerous. Alright, we're up at the top, peeking and diving. Try to stay real close on this one. Ooh, there we go. We got a nice shadow going. And pulling out. Alright, everyone. That's a simple building dive.
Thanks guys, and great job on building selection. You found an excellent example building for this challenge. Okay, and finally, like we discussed in the cold open, if for whatever reason you are unable to find something to dive, then you can't perform the alternative challenge option, the indoor flips and rolls. The requirements for this alternative option are: 1. You must set up an IGOW approved gate somewhere indoors with 10-foot max ceiling height. The gate can be set at any height. The second requirement is that you perform a front flip and a back flip through the gate in the same clip with no bumps or ground taps. The order doesn't matter, you can go front flip or back flip first or second, but you must perform your flips as you pass through the gate, meaning you must start your flip before you enter the gate and then complete your flip after you exit the gate. And you must show control flight after you complete your flips. The third requirement is the same as the second except with rolls instead of flips. So you must do a left roll and a right roll in the same clip with no bumps or ground taps as you're going through the gate. Alright, now let's go to in-house reporter Dan, and he's going to show us an example of this alternative flips and rolls challenge. Hey everyone, in-house reporter Dan here, and I get to show you the alternative challenge while all the other Dans are out doing building dives and having fun. Though I must say, Stickcam Dan was right. These AGO1 gimbals on this boxer are smooth as butter. Alright, so for the alternative challenge, you need an IGOW approved gate set up inside. It can be at any height. I have mine a little lower here just so I can capture the images on the camera. But for the first flip, you need to do a front flip and a back flip with no bumps or ground taps. Those both have to be in the same clip. We'll start with the front flip. Alright. And then also a back flip. Alright, so we did those both going through the gate with no bumps or ground taps. And it had to be plus, you have to start your flip before you enter the gate and finish it after you enter the gate, after you exit the gate. So you have to do your flip as you're passing through the gate. And it's the exact same thing with the rolls. You have to do a left roll and a right roll, all the same rules, no bumps, no ground taps, and you have to start before and end after the gate. So here we go. Right roll and the left roll. Alright, we've completed the alternative challenge for tiny whoop building dives and also flips and rolls. Let's go back to IGOW Studios, Dan. Thanks, in-house reporter Dan. Great job on those flips and rolls. Alright, IGOWers, remember, this is Skittles' favorite challenge, so get out there and find some awesome buildings to dive. Good luck and happy whooping!
I'll dive. You go in front of me then. All right, ready? You just passed me. Whenever you're ready. Yep. I'm like so on you. Yes, that. Yep. Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
That was it.
Got it?
Yeah, and I like spun and kept you in frame the whole way. Yeah, like I could see you the whole way in my like actual goggles.
I missed bound this time for close.
exposure. You want what you want, that must be awful. But please pull up your pants, no offense. Won't be dancing in rice. I'm not telling you twice. Nothing you can do to make things right. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights.
É mais que poema, é a coisa mais linda.
Sitting all alone on your crackback, hoping for some cash, but they're burning off the flashlight. Hey, still all weak, lacking talent, but you get the parents so proud how you managed to date. Everybody lonely in this goddamn city. Goddamn city got me pity all the pretty. I'm getting high in a room full of hippies. Goddamn hippies. We got no rules. Only Gemini right. You're a bunch of fools. That's what your mom's trying to say. We fly with you. While you rub your turtlenecks is what we do. We win and you lose. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. Bring up the bass. Just give me some slice, hey.
You can split my ass anytime.
You're the best. Orca goggles.
What's up, everyone? How's it going? Welcome back to IGOW. IGOW 4, we are on week number 3, and we're going to recap the DIVEstream. How's everybody doing? We've got some people in the house. We've got 8-Bit, Juicy, White Fox, Mord, FPV, Dreager, Escalbasa, Benadryl, Athix, Daniel Judd, Callisto, Ian Martin, White Fox, John Lee, Tyrant, Custom RC Mods, Jamie Scott. What's up, everyone? How you guys doing? So we had the live streams this weekend, and we had about 22 hours of live stream, and there were a total of 687 videos. So there's a bunch of really good ones. It was hard to choose this week, but I picked 12 top videos. So we'll get to those at the end of the stream, and then we also have the rankings from last week. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's do this real quick. Hold on. Liz is going to be here in a second. All right. Just share the stream around a little bit. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How's their Wednesday going? Have you guys submitted your week number 4 yet? We've got 83 submissions so far. I just posted that up there. If there's our judge rankings. Okay. Anyway. Editing week 4 right now, says Driadger. Need to do one more challenge. Monkey D. John Lees, you took it easy for week 4 after diving the tower. Seems reasonable. Work in bad weather, struggling not to get a letter willpower. Well, you've still got 2 more days. Louis G says he also might be taking a letter. You can try it inside. It's not a required outside. Steady Eddie working on his too. All right. So let's take a look at the standings currently. We have 477 players still with clean slates. Oh, and I went through and I made sure that all the submission lists matched the people that we had marked, because we had missed 15 people each week, and just not marked them in some way. And I went through and made sure, but double check. I still could have missed someone. Make sure that your entries, Skittle, we're trying to talk here. Make sure that your entries match. Oh, sorry. Make sure that your entries match what we have entered here. So if you got a red, that means you entered a video and you failed. If you got a darker red 0, that means we didn't get a video from you at all. So if we didn't get a video from you and you put one in, then email IGOW@gmail.com. And yeah.
IGOW.
IGOW. Yep. Anyway, so we have 477 people.
What's up, Noah? Hey, Lonnie.
Clean slate. What's up, Lonnie? How you doing? And then we've got how many eyes? Oh my. Down to 680, so almost over 200 eyes.
Hey, go lay down.
Another 250 IGs, and then the last 800, the last 900 people haven't gotten any letters, and they'll get knocked out this week. A few people that tried a couple times. No one tried all 3 weeks and has failed all 3 weeks yet. So, but then here's a whole bunch of people that didn't submit. Anyway, current top ranked player by power score is Rek, who won the first week, had a top video the second week, and had an almost top video in the third week. And then Tyrant right on his heels, only a half point behind. Top 3, and then 2 top videos back to
What'd
back.
you do, Lonnie? I need to know.
He did a thing. That's what he did. All right. So we've got a lot of videos to look at, so we're going to just kind of go through the first ones quickly so you can watch all of the later ones. And let's start with
What's up, T-Dog?
let's start with some of our cool locations. Oh no, honorable mentions. That's where I want to start. All right. So, for different people that got honorable mentions for different reasons. First, we got Beery Up, and it was his sound editing. He did elevator music as he climbed up to the obstacle, and then rock music as he dropped back down. Then elevator music as he went back up. So a lot of people did a thing where they did a music at the drop, but that was clever. Good job, Beery. Next we've got Arthur LeBlanc. See, now if you don't have your regular pilot name, it's hard for me to remember. Rev A. Revolution A, maybe? Or Vision A? Anyway, he went to the Whoop building and dove the Whoop building. So pretty cool. to see Whoop right up there. If he had gapped the O's or the P, well, it might have been up there a little higher, but very cool. I believe that's revision A at the Whoop building. All right, next up we had people that had fun edits or intros.
Good morning, should I? Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to dive a building and make it out alive. This message will self-destruct in 3 seconds.
So fun Mission Impossible edit there. And then I believe at the end it said like mission accomplished. Oh, maybe that was a different one. Anyway, nice job, Shaddai. Next up, Fart Police. Fun edit. And he just, I think he's the only person who got an honorable mention doing the alternate challenge. Good job. All right, next up we have Escobasa, who had like a road trip full of dives. And she would put like how far away from home she was at each location. Getting further and further away. And finally, that was a legal tree. It's a man-made tree.
Man-made tree.
Yep. And then also Average did a similar thing where he went on a road trip, not specifically for dives, but made it a part of his video.
He didn't go on a road trip. He crossed the freaking Atlantic.
Okay. So on a trip. And he was in Hawaii.
He came to the U.S.
Nice job, Average. And then he did a bunch of cool buildings. All right.
Castle, you've seen it driving along Interstate 196 near Granville. And
This one could have been like cool location or edit.
Surrounding this development.
I guess it's the biggest castle in the world. Is what they're saying.
Is truly grand. Wow.
Anyway, and then he has a little fun part at the end.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Alright, and there's some people who did like this type of editing.
This
up next.
I loved this video.
Yeah, this is Sammy the cat. Fun edit there. Was there an end to it? No. Anyway, good job by Sammy. Next up, another fun edit from Ice Wombat. Similar type editing idea. Do you remember this one?
This is what all the divers have been aiming to do. High tower of dive 68.40. On to the remaining German. Patrick Housing, forward 3.5, 3.1 with punch. Technically exceptionally good, but 7.5 and a 7. German stepping back, wants to get on with it. Forward
3.5. Anyway, fun edit there by Ice Wombat. Next up, we've got AJFPV, and he's been
What's up,
putting in
661?
a bunch of good edits this season.
Hey. Hey.
What?
Feed me lipos.
Feed me lipos.
Yeah, something about that. We just need to watch it one more time.
Feed me lipos.
All right.
I feel like that needs to be on a shirt.
Yeah, it needs to be in the intro too. I need to remake an intro after week 4. I'll probably do one. All right, next up we got Clover, whose whole video was a fun.
Right, that's
edit.
another one for the soundboard.
Ooh, feed me lipos. We can clip that. That thing needs to pop up though. That needs to be a video also.
Sports, no tall buildings.
No.
So what we did was drive out to the family farm.
Yep.
Where we could find the tallest building we can think of, the silo.
So good job, Silo. And then there was some fun outtakes at the end that were pretty funny.
Hey, Shirley.
Oh, yes, a sticker.
What week?
It's Daddy Week.
The nightlife.
The nightlife.
Oh, there's the cat
You
you're
mean like
talking
skunks
about.
and raccoons? You know, there's a way you can check the premium.
Yeah, but I don't know what that is. We're checking me for being pregnant. Help.
All right, next up we've got. Dang it. I don't remember who it was.
Nice, kids.
Whoever did this cool Cowboy Bebop edit. Good job. Sorry, I don't remember your pilot name because you didn't write it on here. This is the problem with doing the playlists. I don't have the list. But it was cool. He integrated the cartoon with the dives and stuff. And then at the end,
I did not even notice the drone down in the corner last time.
oh, you didn't? He did like almost all the things with the drone. That's great.
I did not even notice it last time.
All right.
Tree Edger.
Tree Edger. I don't remember specifically what this one. He used the same music as me. I did some of them yesterday and some of them.
Dry Edger.
Dry Edger?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why we're saying it wrong? It's not Tree Edger? Ooh, that was nice. That could have been part of it. He had a little joke in there. Just solid overall.
T-Dog said, Dan, what is that song? I want it so I can use it.
The Switch one? It's just a free song. I don't know. It's from YouTube Library because that's what I used to use on my music last season. Good job, Tree Edger. And then next up, we've got Flinch FPV. He did a bunch of really nice looking dives. There's something specific. Yeah. I think this one is specific. Was a good one. Very nice flinch. Alright, next up, Rotor. The windmill. The windmill.
Yeah,
The windmill. What is Sea Dog doing over there? Alright, great gap there by Herberter. Missed that. That one should have probably been on gaps, but he has like a bunch of. He's got gaps, he's got tandems. He's got. Where's the tandems here? Some pretty good tandems. bad. Stayed pretty close. Good job, Herbert. Next up, we've got Low Roll and Groove. We just had a solid overall video. What?
Tristan has submitted 1 or 2 videos.
He submitted all of them.
He submitted all of them?
Yeah. AK's doing it. He's got to try to take
know,
AK down.
I'm actually impressed AK submitted every week.
Oh, AK's like trying. He's actually trying. He's like checking with me to make sure that he understands the requirements.
He's checking with you what?
To make sure he understands the requirements.
Oh my goodness. AK's like really trying.
All right. Oh yeah, and then we'll get to these. We'll actually save that. We'll save what was about to happen right there for the next playlist.
Yeah, Aviation's pretty good. He was 4th last year? 5th?
4th or 5th?
Yeah.
I think 5th. Oh, that was the end of the list. I was like, what? Why is the last bit? All right. That was our honorable mentions. Next, we've got our cool locations. These were just like cool things that people dove. So let's check them out. We'll go through these kind of quicker.
Monkey D said he saw one of his videos from last year and almost didn't want to sign up.
Here's this building that has the cool like LEDs going down it of rainbow color. So that's a pretty cool thing to dive as they change colors as you go down. Or they don't change colors, but like you dive down the rainbow. Right?
No, but I feel you on that, Monkey D. I literally
That was Cicadia.
watched
Ooh, you gotta
and
try to
judged
do this one.
IGOW for
You should try today.
4 months, 5 months before I ever picked up a drone. And then I refused to even attempt freestyle for like 2 years because I was just like, there's no way. I'm like, I so suck compared to all these people.
You gotta try. You gotta try 4 before the end of the week.
Yeah, I comprehend that.
You can maybe do it today. All right. Next up, we've got NM90, who was like a combo. He did a cliff, but it's technically a man-made cliff because it's a quarry.
But no, it does show how much you can improve in 1 season of IGOW. Like, Agilis had just started flying freestyle before the beginning of season 2, and then won season 2.
Started flying acro because he's an angle pilot.
Yeah, started flying acro and freestyle. They didn't even fly freestyle.
Yeah. Well, nice work, NM90. There's a sweet gap there, too, by the way. All right. Next up, location we've got. Ooh, this is a really
And I think he said
pretty
he'd only
building.
been flying for a couple of months before he even joined the season.
Aerobrat found a cool building to dive.
Yeah, I've watched pilots become beasts over the season. Like, they start out and you're like, I have really no idea who you are because there's, 600 videos I'm watching. And within like 6 to 7 weeks, I'm just like, holy crap. And then every week it's just like, wow.
All right, next up we've got Al FPV, who dove this cool
That is
looking castle.
progress, Athix.
I guess for like people in Europe, like having castles around is like not as cool, but
No, that's a regular.
it's cool for us.
Yeah.
Castles.
I think I've submitted 1 or 2 videos not every season because I didn't participate at all season 1. I submitted 2 videos, I think in Isolation Games, 2 videos in IGOW 2, 1 or 2 in IGOW 3. I've submitted every week this season. I'm proud of myself. And I'm going to attempt week 4 as well.
All right, this was Baduga, and he's also at a castle. So, yeah. I guess it's just unfair if you're in Europe, you just like gotta have castles around.
Right?
ready
But
to
there you
dive.
go, Dark Lord Mittens, having issues with preseason. Now you're split S and hoops. Way to go.
Next up, we've got
Thanks,
Barry
Tyler.
Cook. Is it this particular building? This one. That's right. This shot right here.
Yeah, I'm like, I still like never do freestyle. I've got to do
this
that
was
more.
Ireland?
And like now I have to force
That's a great
myself to
shot.
do acro on whoops. I've refused to make the switch because I suck so much at acro on whoops, but I guess I'm making that switch now.
Nice work, Barry Cook.
But no. Yeah,
All right.
Europe is flipping ridiculously gorgeous.
Big
like,
Whoop also had a cool location. And it got a good like view of it. I like when you get a good view on your way up of the whole like countryside, especially if you give it a nice spin around. Oh. He actually recovered it, so it wasn't a one-way whoop. But bam.
Oh.
All right. Good job, Big Whoop. Next spot is Butterfly. Oh, that's right. Spin. It was for his spin dive.
That is so awesome, Elbot. I love it.
This is a pretty fun dive. Whee!
That is an awesome dive. Like that perfect,
Right?
just like
Pretty
follow.
cool. He also, look how fast he goes up. What is it? 100 vertical meters in 5.5 seconds. Pretty impressive. Not bad for a whoop. All right.
Right, that's the biggest thing is I just need I need the persistence
Next
and
up-
getting the right like rates and things. When Danny upped my rates for the chair, was it the
Chair
chair?
one?
Yeah, the chair
Chair-lympics.
one. And like that helped so much. Like I did not realize how bad I needed to up my rates.
All right, this is Corkzilla, and he's at these like what are they called, cooling towers that they like painted, and now like people bungee jump from the middle.
What?
Anyway, pretty cool spot, right?
That's super cool.
Yeah, and he also has like the outside view over here of the whoop diving.
That's so cool.
Great job, Corkzilla. Next up, we've got Dimmerid. Maybe I should just require it on the screen every time. The easy way to get people. No, then they have to edit. You could just put your pilot. No, not everyone has OSD. Anyway, this is a cool spot. Cool looking
Oh, first challenge where he
thing.
broke something.
Yeah.
Well,
nice work, Dimmerid. Next
my
up,
race rates are
we've got Droop
are now
FPV.
very different than my freestyle rates. I was trying to freestyle with my race rates, and that just wasn't possible.
Not like inside type freestyle. That's like tricks more than freestyle. Oh, yep, he's got it. He's one of, I think, like 3 people that dove like a rocket.
That's awesome.
Right? And he gives a little NASA face punch at the end. Bonk. All right. Next up, we got, who was that?
Yeah, 550 is definitely too
Dougbot.
slow for indoor freestyle because you need it to be really quick and snappy.
Two people dove the tallest totem pole in the world. Or there's 2 places that claim to have the tallest totem pole in the world. I don't think I could find the other one though. But Dougbot,
But
solid job.
Danny just upped my rates to around 800, right?
He had this, something like that.
Yeah.
He had this 127 feet, so I remembered it. Good job, Dougbot. Next up, we've got Inverted Flow. This is another castle. Yes. Another castle one. Another cool spot. All right.
Yeah, I agree with Noah and Nordy. Definitely get control first because there's no way, like a year ago, that I would have been able to probably do 800 rates. I would have not been able to control my drone at all.
This is Larsko. Really pretty cliff dive here. Cool location. Great job, Ephraim. Alright, next up we've got Loy FPV, who could fly right out his building and do a building dive. Look at that.
So sick.
Yeah. Bunch of cool tall buildings there. in China.
Lonnie Wade is like an avocado master. He taught me the avocado.
All right, nice work, Loy. And then, next up we've got N Guy.
Well, that's gonna be fun. Where the fuck are all those houses in Nevada? Huh, we need a cliff. What about this one?
So, another cool cliff.
Should have just gone to the strip and like dove the Luxor or something.
Right.
Right.
They had both.
I would totally forget which window I flew out of too. And we asked him about it.
We asked him.
He's like, I know where I live. And we're like, but they all look the
Oh
same.
yeah. And then N Guy got married.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They actually got married before, but then they had a ceremony there.
Holy crap! Go in, guy. Congratulations.
All right, next up we have
Squashed pickle.
How'd you know?
'Cause it's
Oh,
on
it's
the
right
screen.
there. I was like, I forget his name, but he dove the Space Needle, so it's
I was
cool.
like, that's EMP.
Yeah, he dove the Space Needle. Very cool location, obviously. Went way up there. Good dive of the Space Needle, too.
My chicken just jumped into my lap. What an interesting sentence. You have pet chickens or just like chickens you raise? Right? I'm wanting one of these walk snail whoops too, John. Like all of this footage.
Is this a walk snail?
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably it's got to be a 2S. It's right here. Yeah, it is a 2S. That might be DJI. Look
Right?
at that.
You have an
I
indoor
think that's
chicken?
DJI. Look at that stack on top of that drone right there. I think this is DJI. Who'd you say it was? Squish Pickle?
Mm-hmm.
He went with Squashed Pickle there. Yeah, DJI. Thought so. All right. We got more. Next up, we got Trash Biss. Oh yeah, he flew out into the whatchamacallit, amusement park. Dove the tower. All right, I like that you can see the Ferris wheel in the background there going. All right. Great job by Trash Biss. Cool location. Nice dive. Oh, that must have been the last one. All right. After cool locations, let's do our long dives. These are people that had tall buildings. I kind of wanted to put them in order, but I couldn't find exact info for everyone, so it's just kind of all these ones are tall buildings. I think I tried, if you went like above 500, I tried to include you, but didn't necessarily get everyone, so sorry. But Kestrel diving the tower, and he also like went into the smoke at the beginning. Great job. Here's a nice long dive. All the way to the ground. Good job. Oh, and then he has a face punch at the end. Wow. Not a slow face punch either.
Nope. Who had the
Oh.
longest free fall time?
John. What? Didn't give me my playlist? Okay, good. Next up, Squidx. Oh, he also did trees before he dove this antenna. When it looks like you're kind of in an airplane, that's
Yeah,
when you when you're way high.
That's what I was just talking about RC mods. Is that I had to up my rates. I was trying to use my race rates too. That was impossible.
Good job, Squid X. Nice dive there. Next we've got JPV, I think.
Yep.
What's up, guys? JPV here. I found this massive tree, but Dan.
He also trees. And he did like a 500-foot tower.
Oh.
And then he also goes
off.
up to a building.
That's okay. I'm probably going to wind up with a letter the week of I.O. because who knows if, depending upon the trick, I might be able to pull it off at I.O.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know. I might take a letter week of I.O. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that challenge. We'll see.
That's right. One. Heads is doing it.
Heads is doing that challenge. All right. That was 17 seconds of free fall there, if you guys are trying to like count time. Next up, we got FP Avery.
Yes, Dark Lord Mittens. Most race rates are less than stock rates. I'm sure there's people that fly right around that. But like I fly around 520.
Nice. Next up we've got
530.
Ekman. Another tall dive. Really nice reflection here on the way up.
Dang, Edok, you went 20 weeks last season before going off race rates? There we go, Steady Eddie. We'll try to do it together and at least make a killer video.
Great dive there. Super long.
IO's in 2 weeks, so that's week number 7.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's another tall building. This is from Tisfay. Second tallest building in France. This one also looks really cool.
Right? I'm like, there's going to be so many IGOW participants at IO. We got to figure something out. We will come together.
It was at this moment Jackson knew. He fucked up.
Oh, but he saved it.
Nope. Saved it.
Decent. No, there will be some type of 50-50 weeks at some point, but I'm not just going to have them every 5. This time we're going more like harder challenges and then some absurdly hard challenges. Because I don't like 50-50 weeks because the challenges are lame. It's always just like, how many power loops can you do in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
There's not really much you can do besides speed things to rank people, because I don't want to do like scoring people and then I have to like score everyone and then like my score decides what like something is. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So it's either...
And we already did race gal because we said we weren't going to do any more racetracks.
Yeah, we're not doing
IGOW.
any UTTs.
So there's no UTTs in IGOW.
There will be tricks that depend on your speed though later. That just will have to be the way it is later. You'll have to like do some combo. You'll have to like start your time when you take off, do some combo, and then land again. That's going to be like how the whole finals is. For tie-breaking purposes.
Yeah. I love when they get a nice spiral and just go down the whole time.
Another good one from Nacho. All right, who we got next? We've got...
Aw, thanks for hanging out, Matt.
Dronarchy.
Glad you popped in.
Dronarchy had a nice tall, nice long dive. Crevice too.
Kiz said you better be doing a scavenger hunt week or he's holding people at prop point.
It'd have to be hard. There's no more freebie weeks. You did the 2 freebie weeks. We're on the second one.
Scavenger hunt's really good though.
Yeah. It'd have to be like a hard scavenger. Oh yeah, let's watch his actual 5-inch dive too, so we can see it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
so impressive with the
All right. Next up, we've got Kent. This is the tallest building in Toronto, almost 1,000 feet. All right, we're getting to some of the super tall ones now.
John, so scavenger hunt is where we put together like a list of different things you have to do like around town.
Previous IGOWs were like, there was every like 5 or 10 weeks I'd do like one that wasn't so hard to give people a break, since they were like 30 weeks long. And it was more just like you keep going until everyone's out, rather than there's a specific number of weeks set.
Yep.
So
last season it lasted 48 weeks. So
yeah,
we had
well, a
all
lot
kinds
that
of
was
weird
finals.
stuff that got put into it.
That was probably 5, and
A big
Tyrant
chunk of it
and
was finals.
Akira's fault. They could have finished it up sooner. Good job, Kent. Some really tall building dives there. Next up, we've got Fractal. Yeah, 350 meters. What's that? That's a little over 1,000 feet also, right? Oh, wait. Yeah, we got to watch his intro. That's right. It's not Fractal. I totally forgot. He
Some
just
random person.
found this SD card on the ground right by this tall building. And look at that. They even like took the SD card out and put it into like a bigger one for them.
All right. Yeah, we had to find ways to get aggressive in season 3 because it was like, holy crap, so many people are playing. So then, yeah, we were just like giving 50% of people letters. We were like, I'm always trying to be super aggressive with the letters, and she's like, nope, Danny's always too nice and doesn't follow his own rules.
It's because there was like a limited number of weeks before, so like, who cares? You just like keep going. This time we gotta get it down. All right. Next up, we've got Alt Mule.
Right? People need letters
Forget.
so we can sleep.
Oh, there'll be letters. You'll see. You'll be begging for why did he make them so hard? But we'll see. There's just some of them are gonna have to be super hard. I think week 7, like, there'll be less than 100 people
Right?
for sure.
You want to see people, Kiz says, you
Less
want
than
to see
50.
people drop out making a challenge to do the Jackie Chan that Johnny D invented. That was a
That's
late.
not that hard.
That was a late season trick.
That's just like tapping the ceiling above the door. All right. Nice job, Alt Mule. Next up, we've got
You know,
White
you have to do the
Fox.
whole combo of everything that was in that video, like the whole Shawnee D trick list.
I forget how many feet White Fox's building was, but he went way up there. It took him like 30 seconds to get up.
We just need a couple Barani massacres. We'll be fine.
Great dive, White Fox. Next up, we've got W Kitch. Another super tall dive. I
Oh,
think these
that's
ones were
awesome,
all
Aphex.
around
Glad your hand's doing
1,000
better.
feet. Nice work. Next up, Whoop Squad Jacks.
Downtown in Jacksonville. Got my lucky charm. My lucky dive shirt. It's to my wife. Got the Wells Fargo tower. Let's do this.
So then he did a good dive too. He kind of traced down it. Oh, this was only a 500. I guess this should have been earlier. I didn't rank them very accurately. Look at dive though. Having a dive shirt in the video doubles your dive height though. Yeah, seriously, dogs. Alright, here's the 850-foot tower from Blasta. Yeah, I think he had one of the longer hang times. 20 seconds or so. Nice work, Blasta. Alright. Next up, we've got Maddie. This is a cool tower. John, you spotted Blasta on that one? Nice. Very solid. Great dive. Super high. What? Next up. Oh, our last one of this is IGOW. Who made this beautiful diagram of how tall this building was.
Wow, the wind is real bad right now.
Oh yeah, after week 4, there's going to be a big cutoff or drop off in the number of active players.
Well, yeah, because everyone that hasn't submitted is going to get knocked out. So that'll be like half the people. Alright. Great job by IGOW, and then we're going to find out next week whether he recovered this after this move right here.
Hey, what's up, Nani?
Alright. That was our tall building list. Our next list is tandems, top videos, risk. Let's do risk and freestyle. First we'll do the risk one. These are people that took unnecessary risks during their dives. First is a Russian pilot who's diving outside. This is winter, which are also just risky in general because it's all snowy. And then you have to blur out the whole background here. You see this? This was definitely not filmed in Moscow. Definitely not. Pay no attention to the blurry background. Alright.
Good job, Spawner.
Nothing to see here. Alright, now we have a couple pilots who dove cliffs over water.
Oh yeah, study at it. After you whoop out, you can totally still attempt the challenges.
You just can't win the prizes. Move along, nothing to see here. Nice job. Very risky. Cliff over water. Same thing here from Manitou. Diving down right over the river. All right. And our final risk. We have risky ones in some of the top videos too, but final risk for this list. What's this one here from?
Yeah, this was insane.
Yeah, these are good dives. From Bird, that's right. I like how you added in like the traffic sound and stuff too. Good sound editing. After these cool dives, he also goes out to a barge. My favorite part is like he does this split S maneuver, and he's like, "Oh man, that's really making my video buzz."
It's 3-3, bro. What are you still out there flying for? Like,
so he goes back and he's like, "Let's do one more of those split S maneuvers that really fuzzed out my video." Good job, Bird.
Oh. Right? All that battery sag. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sick to my stomach. Sick to my stomach.
All right. Next, we've got some freestyle dives. So people that like kind of do a freestyle in with their dive.
That's not needed.
The inverted orbit up. Oh yeah, then he got stuck. But he works there. This is... I forget. I don't think it's Nana Bird. I don't think that's the pilot name. A nice freestyle mixed in with the dive of the crane. Nice work. Try not to. Next up, we got Dan Carpy, who's always just going to have some good freestyle mixed in. Can't stop him. I like the inverted orbit with the building spinning around it. And he does this kind of like robo-y thing on the way up. Nice work from Dan. That's kind of cool. Half pipe dive. Alright. Here's another one. Next up, we got Callisto, who has just like a really pretty dive here. Like super control. Adds in some flips and rolls stuff. First, like locked in one. Then puts the spin on it. Nice little look back, logo, spin, right back into the dive. That's a great move. It's our bonus freestyle, of course. And we will review that. Whoa. We're not seeing anything here. You didn't see anything there. Nothing else happened. All right. Next up, we've got did risk freestyle long dive school location. I don't remember. Okay, we've got tandems. There are a bunch of good tandems. I didn't get all of them, just like some of the better ones. So first we got co-op. The night LED ones were probably like the easiest to see of the whoops. Here's the double tandem with Brazen and Wreck. Very nice. And then you get to see, I think it's Brazen just crashed straight into the ground here. Here he comes. Thanks for co-op. Next we've got, why does it not always create the playlist? Is it? There you go. Next up we've got Selenia, whose whole video was tandems. That's a really good one there. I think it's really credit to whoever's diving.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, no.
That was when the streamer got stuck in his...
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, I'm here. I just saw. Oh no, I just had a desync. I'm falling.
That was such a long fall. All right, this
Okay,
is
I got
probably
you,
the
friend.
best one.
Yep, I'm ready.
Pretty good, keeping me in frame the whole
Oh, yeah.
time, and then, ooh, really close at the end.
Oh my gosh.
All right, next up, we've got
Longest
Jared's
prop
builds.
wash award.
And he does, at the most people in a tandem dive, he has 3 other people here. 3 other drones, and then follows them down.
To dive the highest structures
Pretty sweet.
simultaneously with his other Whoop friends and make the greatest friendships along the way. And
Great job by Barrett there. I also had a fun story video. All right. Next up, we've got Greenhorn. Nope, sorry. Wesley, Dub Squared. And he had a bunch of good ones, and there's a funny one where like someone tumbles down the building while he's diving. And he's like tandem falling. Oh, here it is. He built it. The loop's like bonk, bonk, bonk. Good job, Dub Squared.
See, I told you that it was all messed up yesterday.
So
because of
battery's
that.
gonna be here tomorrow.
Friday.
Nice. That was a good tandem dive right there. Another night one. Really helps like being able to see the whoop in the night ones. Nice work. That was, who was that?
All right,
Leonel.
Dubs, if you're
10.
here, my batteries are supposed to arrive Friday. I'm boxing them up and shipping them to you Saturday morning.
All right, next we have Kiz, who did a tandem with McStinky. Oh, I missed it. Here it is. And I need some help with who did the best tandem. I haven't decided exactly yet. I have the other 2 prizes decided, but tandem one, it was harder to tell. There was a lot of good ones. Nordy here has got some good ones. He's got double tandem with 2 people. Pretty good shot there, tracking that whoop. I think he does another one too. Yeah. Pretty good tandems there from Nordy. Except Oh No. A little bit shorter one, but solid. Another good tandem. Next from Semperfly, that he was the one with Nordy.
I think the nighttime tandems turned out to be my absolute favorite ones. Just because, yeah, you can see it so much better.
Yeah, like even a good one here. Like this is a good one. Look at this. Like that was a really good one, and it's still like kind of hard to see the whoop. It just doesn't stand out quite. Like this is one of the closer. Like look how close they are here.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And he follows them around the corner afterwards. So very solid there from Semperfly. Next we got Storm Rider. Oh, they have a good one. They're like doing it in a cover here. Like this is another one, daytime one. Like that's pretty good, but it's still just kind of hard to see. Like you can see them the whole way, but it's just like a little dot there.
Yeah.
Whereas the LED is like this bright thing in the night. Anyway.
Yeah, that one from
Good job
Simplify
from
was really
Stormwire.
good, especially for a daytime.
Yeah, because it was so close. It's hard to get that close. 2Tex does some good ones too, like for daytime ones. But again, it's just like the whoop is just dark. So follows them up there good, peeks with them, follows them down. Like you could see them against the building, but daytime one's just hard to see. All right, those were our tandems. We have some more tandems in the highest videos, but great job by all those pilots. All right, next these ones kind of like blended together. Crevice and gaps. Like could have should have made that one big playlist, but we'll go over them here. So crevice, I kind of was more like if it was like either like a corner or like a 3-sided thing. I'd say that, and then a gap, I would say more if it was a full like ring you had to go through. So that's kind of how I tried to separate it, but I don't think I got it perfect. Anyway, first we got up Zippy, who has these cool gaps in it. Yeah, that countdown thing was fun. He gets in there pretty good. Rolls to stay in it. Not bad, not bad. Solid crevice there from Zippy. And I just played the first video again somehow. Every single time. Alright, next we've got Mez. Oh, so I didn't know whether to count this as a crevice or a gap, but he dives and it goes through the middle of it in his dive. So, not sure exactly how you would count that. Crevice, gap.
Awesome.
Cool location. Yeah, this one he gets real close to smashing too. Woo! Looks like he almost did it. That's like.
My goodness.
All right. Great job by Mez. Next up, we've got Finley. So I was like, looking at this, I was like, oh, look at that gap right there. That would be sweet.
Oh, that's right.
And he doesn't manage to get that one, but he does try one here towards the end. You got to give him credit for the effort. Right here. He goes for it, and then, bumps it. But he's like, not done. Going back in, and then, boom, boom. But good attempts. That would be really sweet if he could dive all the way down that. Great job, Vinley. Next up, we got Ugelin. This is kind of the more traditional thing when I think of a crevice. It's just kind of like this here, where it's just like a cutout in the building. He really gets in there, and it has a tree kind of like boxing him in. So this was like a very traditional crevice, I would say, and he does it great. Great job, Ugelin. So we got a couple more of those. Bance does a similar crevice in the corner here. So he gets it in like this one, yeah. Spins to keep in there. Couple good ones from Bance here. Spinning to stay in that crevice. Nice work. Next up we've got Akira, whose crevice is a little bit shallow, but he does his best to try to like really stay squeezed in there with these rolls. Pretty good job. I could have put Akira in freestyle too, but you guys are getting into that crevice like he's definitely inside of the one corner, but that's just kind of a awkward crevice. Nice work by Akira. Next up, we've got
There's a device
me.
called a whoop.
So I get in this crevice pretty good here. Because I could have gone longer in it. Still pretty close. Not bad by me. Good job, me. Next up, we've got... Okay, these are the ones that turned into the 3-side crevice. We've got KK Thanks. His is pretty big, and he kind of has a gap at the top, but there's some cool freestyle around this pole thing, and then dives in the very rather large crevice here. But it is nonetheless a crevice. Great job, KK Thanks. Same thing with Neo's here. He's got kind of a bigger crevice, but he definitely dives in it. Job staying in there. Of course, Neo's UV Creations. That was a good one there. Nice work by Ryan. Alright. Alright. So then blending in with that is our gaps. So
First free falling in the highlights.
Yep. Our first gap is an unintentional gap here by Steadfast. He's going to dive this antenna, and he loses RX, and then he gets an accidental failsafe gap right through the top of the antenna. Good job, Steadfast. Next up was also kind of a fail gap here, but somewhat successful.
Game of wind.
This is Ben Veltman. I think it's just Ben, and then he's trying to go for the gap here, and he gets it with a little bit of a tap. Nice work. We had a couple people to try to do like a gap at the top of their dive. Here's Arby. He's really going for this gap. He doesn't give up either. Oh, almost gets stuck one time, but he's not on the one-way whoop list, so he gets away. Great job by Arby, really going for that gap, and he does get it by the end. There it is, successful. Great job, Arby. All right, same idea here with Jewel. I think not JPV, just J maybe. I forget exactly the name, but he's got this like thorn ring thing here on the cross, and he wants to gap it. He's thinking about it, looking for a good spot. And then goes for it. And kind of gets it the first time. Wait, no. Is it not? Yeah, kind of gets through the first time, but he's not satisfied. He goes up again, and we'll watch what happens in a later video. Next up, we've got Bounce Back, who has this cool gap here at the top of his building that he dives through a few times. Nice split S motion. He also does a backwards dive, Maddie dive. Very cool. And all the way up on the top. Great job. Always cool to like have a little gap to dive in at first. That's Bounce Back. Next up we've got O-Beast? No, I don't think that is.
No
I forget.
sé.
TC? No, I forget. But he dives through the Toys R Us sign.
Elmo Man.
Nice gaps there. Alright, good job. Next, another one. We got T-Dog, who does the same thing, but his gaps are pretty small.
That's right, the first time T-Dog used music.
Oh yeah, and you were confused by T-Dog's music. So he gaps it up and also down. I think there's one good split S one here towards the end. Anyway, good job by T-Dog. Next we got UK Phoenix. Oh, and he's got that gap to start. Nice. And then at the end he goes for this. He almost gets it too. This gap between the stairs right here.
No, that was so good.
He like almost gets it. He just hits the bottom level. Oh. Almost had it though. Great job, UK Phoenix. Next up, we've got Omusubi, who hits this sweet gap before he goes into his dive. That looks super cool. He went out specifically at night to get this cool looking shot with the like sun back here, or not the sun, the moon.
Oh,
right?
yes. That looks
Right?
great. I didn't
And
even
then
like
gap.
even focus on any of that before.
Yeah, then he gets the gap right into the dive. So super
Okay.
cool,
That
right?
just
Isn't
makes
a
it
cool
even
shot?
better. It's like he's blowing the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like no, when he comes up, it's like it's going into it.
Yeah.
Like he's sucking it in almost.
Dude. That's great.
Right. Great job from Omusubi. Nice gap there.
Fantastic, Omu.
Next gap, 719. Oh, that's right. This is like his whole like tower is a gap here, right? This thing right here, I think. Yeah. Dives down the middle of it. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
All right. Very cool. Nice job, 719. Gap there. Oh, the next we have a bunch of people that did. I think there's 3 people that did this specific building, or a building that looks almost the same as this. So first we've got
Captain Cannoli said he loves
Worth FPV?
Omus. That one needs to be thrown in the top.
So very cool. Not the toughest gap, but still a very cool looking one. Cool building. Great job on the dive. Smooth down it. Good job, Worth. Nantaku, same building, right? Is it?
Yeah.
In HD. I mean, it has to be.
In Utah?
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be the same building. He crashed on the roof when we get to here.
And they weren't together?
They didn't tandem together or anything, and they don't show it.
And he's like in the exact same parking spot.
Yeah, different time of day though, obviously. And then there's one more, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then also Hunter. But Hunter takes it to the next level. Wait, Hunter's is different. Okay, Hunter's at a different spot, right? Yes, his building is slightly different. It's got a different face. Berkshire Hathaway.
Berkshire Hathaway.
What was the other one?
I don't know. It would have been better at the beginning of the video when he was flying up to it.
But you can tell it's not he doesn't have a thing here. Plus it doesn't have stripes on it. It's all glass. Whereas this one has like a brick strips. But anyway, almost exactly the same design. Like with a rounded front and then the triangle. But who's this? Hunter. Hunter's not satisfied with just the large gap. He gets that. He's like, oh, okay. Oh, that was pretty good. But I see an even smaller gap against the wall. And he wants that one too. You see the gap against the wall? And he goes for that on these ones. So not satisfied with the giant gap. Goes to the wall gap. And goes for it. Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Tries a few times. Maybe after crashing. Oh, yeah, that's right. And he went into a trash can on like the second floor. All right. Next up, we've got. D-Rock. Oh, that's right. D-Rock dives down the building and then like goes into this little hole. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yes. And then he gaps this spot right here. Woo! After the whole dive. It's a great job.
Yes, I would.
Comes all the way down the building. And then I like that he goes into this little outcropping here. And then I'm not sure if he meant to do this on purpose. Probably not. But hits that Tiny little gap. Great job, D-Rock. Alright, now there's people that kind of did like their whole dive in a gap. So, Lowndes had this
right
structure here, and he kind of does the whole dive in it there. I think he gets another one. No, he does some bonus freestyle. So, all the wires and he goes inside the structure, not just diving on the outside. Great job by Lowndes. Now we got a bunch of different people that did similar versions of that. Next we've got non-EFPV diving inside Power Tower. Nice.
Sorry, I was looking at something on my phone. I'm constantly multitasking. I'm always doing like 5 things at one time.
Then Nani goes higher, gets it again. Good job, Nani. So we had other power towers too. Velvix did this similar to Lowndes, but his gap is way smaller, and he keeps the spin to go in there. Really nice gap in that water tower there. It's a nice spin to keep it in there, not just to go out early. Great job, Velvix. Alright, next we've got Shawnee D, who does Power Tower as well. Attempt 36. Nailed it. Very nice, Shawnee D. He also gets this gap cleaner than...
Question for you in the chat, Dan.
What's
Judging by some of these gaps, I guess my video has a dive gap and a tandem. Can it be considered for the extra point?
I think I gave you extra points. Dan, I think yours is like one of the 12s or the 12.5s. Alright, and this is our last gap
This was a
from
good one.
Dead Band. I remember watching this and I was like, ooh. He could dive through those gaps there.
Please hit it.
And I was like, oh, he's not going to do it. He's going to go over it. And then, oh, he does it. The
Not
tiny
just
little
once.
tap. And then that one was like, not bad, but it was kind of like not that straight down. And I think there might have been a little tap on it. So Dead Band goes back up. And he gets
Okay,
it.
that's awesome because he was given the spirit of Meow Gal. Read it.
Nice. Anyway, great job there by Dead Band. Let's watch that one more time. Really nice. Goes right through the gap. You can see the thing all the way down and the shadow. Gets the let's go. Great job, Dead Band. Alright. Okay, those were our gaps.
Fantastico.
I think that's almost, I think we're down to nearly top videos and top videos, right? We did all of them. Oh, we'll do one-way whoops first and then the top ones. Okay, so if you don't know already, if you had a one-way whoop, go to onewaywoop.com and then submit your video here. Oh, I still need to submit my video. Jesse keeps asking me to submit the Hawk one, and I'm like, yep, I'll do it, and then I forget. So you click this link and you add your file. I don't have the Hawk thing on this one. Well, and then you email orders@tinywoop.com with your address, and then we'll send you a sticker for your one-way whoop. So you can lose a whoop, but you get a sticker. So really, it's totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Plus, you get on the list of one-way whoops. So speaking of one-way whoops, if you had a one-way whoop and you're not on this list, remind me, and then I will add you to the list of one-way whoops. But here are the 9 one-way whoops that I could remember and find. Now, I'm not sure if Rocks is a one-way whoop from the actual competition, but at the end here, he has this where he goes into the water. And it's like the most... Normally when the whoop hits the water, you like just get instant fuzz and nothing. But you can like actually see under the water here. Like with OSD, we can like see bubbles and like pool. Kind of crazy. Look at that. What? Needs to be a compilation. Yeah, definitely.
One way or another.
Anyway, pretty cool that you could actually see bubbles. But maybe it was like really no, but even then the antenna, how is it underwater and still transmitting the signal? Someone explain that to me. How can we see bubbles? We actually saw the RX loss before it goes out also. All right, next up we've got Zarquan, who's diving, and then right here in the tandem dive, he watches the demise of his buddy. Boom. That one might be rescuable though. That's why it's lower down on the list. I feel like you could get that off there. It's still got LEDs on working, so it has to be kind of usable. Anyway, let's see that.
Wait, what the hell
one
is
more
that?
time. What? Oh, it's Ice Wombat.
The fact that he just like dives straight into the
Right?
roof is like
Boom.
one of the most fantastic and sad things all at once. It was just like a straight dive into the roof.
Yeah. One like equals one prayer. 3 prayers. Alright, next up, we've got Dark Lord Mittens.
What is that? Dark Lord Mittens, what is that?
Oh, it's a thing he printed. It's the eye from IGOW.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't totally get his intro, but I liked it.
It turns into like Mr. Tiny Whoop. IGOW's there, and he just turned into Mr. Tiny Whoop to be able to complete this. What do you mean you didn't get that?
Is that what it was? Anyway, at the end of Dark Lord's Mittens, he dives. Top of the tree. That's pretty high up there, but also possibly savable. You could get a rope up there, right? Shake it down. It also still has LEDs on, so it's still possibly working. Anyway, a possibly savable one-way whoop. These next ones, probably not gettable. These are probably for sure one-way whoops. So we watched this one earlier. This is from Jewel Porter. And he was going to try to get this gap here. And he kind of got it on the first one. But he bumped into the thing. What's it called? The thorn. Crown of Thorns. So he wanted to get a cleaner one. Goes back up. And this is what happens on attempt number 2. Oh. I'm not even sure exactly where he got stuck there. Hits against this. Oh, and then he goes onto the cross. And then gets stuck like in the edge. Yeah. Not coming back from that one. I don't know that you can, like, anyone can even get up there to get that, too. It doesn't look like it's, like, has a service ladder or anything. That's probably a for sure one-way whoop forever. Unfortunate. Next up, we've got 2P FPV. He also had a one-way whoop. Obviously, since this is the one-way whoop section, but he dives this tower here. And then on his way back, I'm not sure.
Awesome lights, camera, coffee.
I'm not sure what happens, but maybe he gets lost. He's not sure what direction he is. He loses video, but the whoop just... Just never seen again. And he was like over like a marshy wetland area, so as you can see on the way down. Yeah, so probably not going to find that one after a crash landing in an unknown area. Another lost gone whoop. Alright, next up we got Low Rolling Roof. A nice video, and then at the end, going for the crane gap. Wants to go get a power loop in. Gone. Would have been a cool clip, right?
Oh.
Gets the nice gap. Gets the nice gap through here. He could have come up, power loop right back through it, maybe done some other cool motions, and then tiny bit short.
Oh. So sad.
Next up, we have Myopic, who had a really good video. We're gonna actually watch most of his video later, but here at the end, he's trying to dive this sculpture here, and he wants to gap through this guy. So he's going up to it, and then gets the backwards gap. Oh, but then bounces off another guy. Oh, and it's stuck behind that like thing.
That was an HD whoop too.
That was probably not going to get that one back too. That thing's pretty high up there, and I don't really see anyone going up there often to like mess with those things. Up to the top of I think he gets stuck right about here. So would have been sweet. Oh, now there's a stuck loop. He gets gapped through both of the people. And is this our final one-way whoop? Maybe. But this is Callista. We watched his dive earlier. Oh no, that's right. There's one more. And then, so after he was doing all his cool dives, he goes back. He tries to get another like spinny dive, and then somehow ends up on the inside of the building facade. Tries his best to wiggle out, but there is no escape. That's also another one that's definitely a one-way whoop.
I know, I
No
just
one's
get
good, that one.
sucked into that freaking. Oh, great scene.
And probably our most spectacular one-way whoop. You know what? Instead of watching the actual video, we should just watch the extended one-way whoop clip because he's the top video, and we'll watch it then. All right, so this is the extended, uncut version where you get to watch. This is Mo FPV. Oh, what was that?
What was that?
Grabbed by a falcon.
No shot, dude.
He's arming to try to shake away. Look at him, it's just like flying him around. You can't really tell.
Dude, I am arming. No. Dude, that's another fucking 75. Where's he going, dude? You still got him, right?
Like you can still see him. He's like ripping around the top of the building.
I don't know, man. He's getting far out there. I still got signal, but I can't see where he's at. Oh, I'm gone.
For once, something went up and didn't come down.
Oh, crazy.
Runaway protection.
I like how it whacks him first here, and you can see it like
Attack.
It's probably like trying to knock him out or whatever.
Yep. She has babies up there. She's like, get the hell away from my nest.
And then doesn't let it go, then just comes right back and
What was that?
grabs it.
Oh my. No shot.
And yeah, then it carries him around for like a minute before
Right before he
disappears.
cuts out. That's crazy.
That's awesome. Crazy. From Mo. All right. So now we just have our
Top videos.
our almost top videos and top videos. So we'll just watch them in order. Where are they? nearly top videos. So these were ones that we almost put into the top, and then we have our top 12. So they're normally had like 2 elements in there, or it was just really pretty or something. Anyway, this first one from Viking Multimedia, cool edit, sweet dive, cool looking location. Everyone thought he was on Mars. It's a really good looking video overall. And a cliff dive. Good sound editing. Very solid video. All right, next up we've got I didn't make a playlist. This is Jose Tabora, and yeah, really cool location. And he did a bunch of cool tandem dives. The night tandem, of course, looking cool. And not always just follow ones. He did these like ones where he's like just watching the whoop dive kind of from like a backwards view.
Oh, I'll never know what makes this man with all the love.
Is there any chance Dan will be doing BT? Oh no, I don't make BT 2.0 pigtails. The ones that the regular ones are like pretty good. Ooh. Bunch of good tandem dives there. Cool location. Great sound.
I assumed the bird flies
Good job.
pinch.
All right, next up we've got AK, who had probably, if you had to have all 3 elements, he had like the best attempt at all 3 of the bonus challenges. So like he had a good on each one. I don't think anyone else had like a good attempt at all 3 of them. So he's got like a 500 plus locked in dive here. And then he's got a tandem dive that's pretty good with vanadium. This video is a little rough, but pretty close. You can see vanadium in it almost the whole way. He even spins around and keeps them in view. Nice. And then also a solid crevice dive. Very nice.
So good.
Yep. 3 very good elements. And a bonus freestyle dive. Very nice from AK. A little bit of everything there. All very solid. All right, next up we've got Die Hard FPV. I just really like this like line and flow, especially right here. This dive to like under the gap. Nice power loop into the line there too. And even the tree dive. Great job there from Die Hard. Alright, next up we've got the edits. First from FPV Geek, who did a Top Gun edit, which you know is always gonna, especially if you pull it off well. Hey, he did a good job with it.
Mayday, mayday. Mav's in trouble. He's in a flat spin. He's heading out to sea.
And he's got some gaps in here.
Pin forward, Goose! I can't reach the ejection handle! Goose! You're gonna have to punch it down! I can't reach the ejection handle! Eject! I'm trying! Eject! 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 Watch the canopy!
Fun edit there from FPV Geek.
Please don't do anything.
Next up, we've got Zargs. Ooh, Zargs. Zargs had probably the most unique video
Seriously,
of the
please
weekend.
don't do anything reckless or stupid for IGOW.
He made like a mini horror video.
That's right. Ugh. Jesus. Thank you, Greenhorn.
That's nothing. Let's just go. We're almost there. This is not the right place, is it? There it is again. I think I heard it this time.
Behind you, look.
Oh shit. Oh no.
If you don't come play with me, we will kill you.
Fun one there. And if we're giving out editing awards, gotta go with Trim and his ridiculous amount of editing he did in this video.
It's such a
And
stupid amount
somehow-
of editing, but somehow it works.
Somehow it's still coherent with the amount of things that he's packed into this video. It still feels like a video and not just a bunch of ridiculous things happening, which is what is happening.
Do anything illegal.
Open the pod bay doors now.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. Dreamer, everything is going extremely well. Just what do you think you're doing today? I honestly think you want to sit down calmly.
Gap there.
Take a
It's the
stress pill and think things over.
Churn pain.
But seriously, please don't do anything reckless or stupid for IGOW.
Okay, that was Trim's video. Pretty sweet. Lots going on there. I liked it.
Lots.
Next up, we've got.
Austin inspired.
Oh yeah, this whole video. Solid.
First submission.
Right? Yeah, it's just the inverted orbit inside the tower, and then just a bunch of other cool freestyle and dives. Maddie dive there. Man, there are so many good videos this week. Like this would have for sure been a top video most other weeks. All this extra freestyle, super controlled through the gaps and stuff. Great job, Austin Inspired. Next, we've got Rec, who had a risk element here at the beginning. Tried to dive from the top of the building into his sunroof. It actually gets pretty close. If he had nailed this, I think it would have been top video if he nails it. Oh, so close. I failed.
That would have been so sick.
Right.
Right? I'm so sad you didn't make it either, Rec.
You only tried once? You just keep going for it till you get it. And then he also has some good tandem dives. That was a really good one there. You got to make an extended cut, Rec. Like, all right. Next
Right,
up.
what a beautiful sacrifice.
Next up. Oh, here you go, Dan Z. You were almost top video. Like 1, 2, 3.
Right?
4,
That's what
5.
I want to know, Luis. Was there a dent in the hood of the car?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, he was confident he was going to make it on the 4th, but they got kicked out.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
So this is Dan Z. He's got some good dives. He's got a really good tandem there.
I love when you just include audio with it. It's the
Right?
best.
They've got a bunch of good tandems and then some extra bonus freestyle. That's cool.
I just
over there.
love,
And then he's got
what-
this staircase stuff too.
yeah, I just love what videos have become since like we started watching this season 1. Such like super crap analog. We would have to see it sometimes. And now we get HD and freaking audio.
Bunch of cool things there. That was a sweet move.
Love it.
Great job, Dan Z.
Not even a scratch on the car. Cam mount was the only damage to the whoop.
This one I really liked. But the quality of the dives like weren't quite there, but everything else awesome. So changed the base jumping with whoop dives, and I guess in base jumping there's 4 main things you jump off: building, antenna, span, and earth. So then he has one for each. Solid building dive. We got an antenna dive, and then the best one is the span. This would be the #1 risk one too. Diving the under the bridge out in the middle of the river or ocean, wherever he is.
Oh my god.
It's not like this is my favorite part. You can see after he pulls up and looks back, he could have gone to this one. This he went past this one to an even further one to dive it. That's ridiculous.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
No more trees. No tree gow.
And then a tree for Earth. Great job, Flew the Coop. I really like that
Based
edit.
out.
Yeah,
Love it.
that was a really good one. Definitely a top video in other weeks too. Dopey had probably would have won crevice if someone else didn't enter crevice dives. Look at those dives. Super nice crevice there. Gets it all the way from the top to the bottom in the crevice there. Then he's got a little reverse dive too. And then the power loop one is pretty sweet also. Loop right into it. Didn't go quite as far down, but still. Bunch of sweet crevice dives there from Dopey. Great job, Dopey. Super impressive. This is Fastback FPV. It's just really pretty, solid overall video. And then at the end, he has a pretty sweet clip. Nice dive. Really nice looking video. Really cool spot. Great job, Fastback. And then this clip right here is great. He goes for the extra gap here at the top.
Oh, that's right.
And then he hits the building. He's like, oh, I'll just go through here and then dive. That'd be cool. And then he does it and then hits the building. He's like, oh. And he recovers and he's like, oh, I'll just keep diving. Nice save.
Oh.
Alright, next up we've got Myopic, who has a bunch of good stuff in his video. He's got tandem dives, like almost in a crevice there. Backwards tracking dive, that's a really good tandem one. And then they've got perches at the top. A perch to dive. And then he also dives this building with the rainbow colors down the side and in HD, so it looks better. See the colors
It
of the
so
way.
sucks that you lost your HD whoop.
Right?
Oh.
Yep, and then like we already know, since we watched one-way whoops already, he goes for this back dive here and oh! Stuck in the crevice. He gets through the first guy and then happens to just get bumped over, Plinko style, through another guy, and then right into the gap. Unfortunate. Next up, we've got Ben Brazen, who his whole video is packed full of awesome stuff. He's got this sweet Saturn V dive right at the beginning. And then he just dove a ton of videos. Or ton of locations. This crevice there. Dives through it. Antenna. Tandem. Sweet dive here. The DJ Arada. A 1,200 foot radio tower to top it off. So much in there.
So much.
Finn tried to
oh my
pack
god,
it
so
all
many
in.
different kinds of drones.
Yeah.
So many different dives. Like, wow.
Yeah, great video. All right, this one I really liked, and I thought it was going to be a top video, but there were just like too many other really great ones. But this is a really just like solid video overall with some really nice dives. Probably, I'd say definitely best shadow dive. This is Quadtastrophe. So he goes all the way up. I also like this like shot where he tracks the blade around in a circle. And then this first dive is just sweet. Gets a nice shadow shot the whole way. And then pushes it even closer. Woo! And then it unfortunate tap. Still a sweet dive, and then here's another one. Not quite as sweet as that first one. Still solid shadow the whole way. And pulls out of that one. We gotta watch just one part one more time though. Spins around and look how close that is right there. Oh, that's just a great shadow. That's just quality stuff there. Great job, Catastrophe. Alright, those were our almost top videos. Catastrophe didn't quite make it in. And our top 12 videos of the week. Week 3 top videos. Alright, and they're just in alphabetical order. First, we've got 661.
Hey, 661, are you still here? Because you were wondering if your video was going to get chosen.
Top video. He's got this inverted orbit climb up. Just sweet, and then pop over the top. Really nice spinny dive. Another nice proximity dive there, and then he's got the inside the tower dives, the best of anyone that did the inside the tower. So he dives through, and he's got all these blockers in there he has to avoid. Gets through. Like, that was a pretty good one, right? He was about halfway up, and he avoids a whole bunch of the different cross beams for a nice dive. So pretty solid. Probably wouldn't have been top video quality without this though. He goes all the way to the top. And it's like, I'm doing the entire tower. And look how many different things he avoids. Oh, it gets out. Very nice, 661. I didn't make a playlist.
Heck yeah, Benadryl Bill. You will be in one of these top videos one of these weeks.
Great job. Inverted orbit up, and then this last dive. Definitely top video material. Damn. Great job.
So nice.
All right. Next up, we've got aviation. Aviation. The top video last week, another one this week on this sweet IKEA sign. Like inverted orbit ups it too. With IKEA love tap at the top, and then a whole bunch of sweet crevice
He
dives
created the playlist using a browser thing.
It's a Chrome extension.
Oh, yeah. Everything but the bottom one.
A sweet dive there from aviation through the middle, and then he goes for it with his walk snail whoop too.
Again and see if I can dive it down.
Oof.
Ooh,
Not so successful.
for sure. Oh boy.
Anyway, this one right here.
What is the thing you use for the playlists?
It's a Chrome extension. Anyway, great job here. Dive all the way through and out all except for the bottom one. It's a YouTube playlist helper. All right. Great job by Aviation. Our next top video is John Lee, aka Dex. Diving World Trade 1 or WCT 1. His dive just from the top of the antenna to the top of the building, it takes like longer than most people's dives. And then he's still got the whole building to dive. I can't believe you found such a perfect day where there's like no wind whatsoever. Get such a nice looking dive. It's not shaky at all. It's just like so locked in. Oh, and John won longest dive too. Tallest dive, what do you want to call it? 1,776 feet. He probably dived
Can other
almost
people
all that.
access those playlists?
Yeah, I'll put them on the
Because Rex
whatchamacallit.
trying.
Well, yeah, not right now. I have to give you. They're like they should be here. I'll put them. I'll put them here once this is over. I'll put the link there. All right, where are we? Next, we've got. So great job from Dex. Incredible dive. Let's see the view from the top one more time. It's just crazy how high he is up there. Look at all these other like 500-foot buildings that look tiny down here. Crazy. Great job, Dex. Oh, See, I don't know how long it lasts. That's the problem. Like when I send it, they don't work for you anymore. Let me see.
Just one video.
Is that because I changed it in some way? Because it's still here. Week 2. Top videos. Save. Top videos. Make a playlist. Copy. It did change slightly. Try it now, Rec. Try top videos now. See if that worked. Maybe if I like edit something on it, it changes again. No, there's no login. Well, maybe it's logged in because it's my Chrome or whatever, but you don't have to log into the specific app. That one's working. Okay, I think if I edit something on it, then it messes it up. So I have to make sure not to change things after I create the thing. All right. Anyway, next up we've got Juicy FPV.
Oh, thank you, Monkey D.
Juicy had a combo crevice plus tandem dive at the same time, and is the super tall, long dive and good dive just by itself. So pretty sweet combination, as we'll see here. Really nice follow up. He's with Swift Duck, and then dive. And at first,
The FAA would like to have a chat.
can't see him, but he's locked into this crevice just for a solid crevice dive. But then all of a sudden, oh!
I got you.
You know, I may or may not have supervised, recorded, and participated in diving the FAA building at a conference.
So, pretty sweet.
It was kind of fun. But, you know, it may or may not have happened.
So then once he pops in here, I love it.
You. I got you. I got you, dude. This is sick.
Great job there.
Perfect. I did it.
All right, next top video is
Wait,
FPV Vegan.
You'd have to hang out with me in person to be able to, you know, see if such proof exists.
This is inside. That wasn't even illegal. Anyway, Vegan diving the Empire State Building. He's got like 400 something likes on this video. Another, like, is it just not that windy in New York often, or you're like, are you above the wind up there? Like, what's going on? Why, like, my whoops were all like shaky when I got up that high because it was all windy, and these whoops are just like going for a nice stroll down this 1,500 foot plus building. The tiny little washout there at the very end when it gets like down in between the buildings. Anyway. Great job from Vegan. Super cool dive. Both him and Dex.
Monkey D said
Really
it's been nice here.
All right, next up we've got Captain Balu.
Yep.
Who just has a really solid overall video. He's got this sweet antenna dive, and then he's got a bunch of good tandem dives. Got a fun tailspin theme. But yeah, actually some of the best tandem daytime tandem dives for sure. Look how well he tracks this for a long time too. And then he's got another one. Another great tandem dive into a gap. And then also inside tower, super tall. Inside the tower dive. And then from even higher. Boing.
So good.
Great job, Captain Balu. A little bit of everything in there.
I actually haven't
Really
watched
nice
the Flow State documentary yet.
All right, and next we've got Mo, who we saw the end clip of. Let's check out the rest of his video. Really nice dives here, spiraling down the different elements of the building. Getting a little crevice in there.
Yeah.
Really nice proximity on this dive. Oof. Dang. Great dive. That whoop is flying really good. It should be a super useful whoop for the rest of IGOW.
Oh, it's on Tubi? Might have to check it out then.
Oh.
What was that?
Okay.
No shot.
Dan's trained anti-whoop hawk. That's right.
Falcon. Oh, unfortunate for Mo. Great video though. Really nice dive in there, and then the hawk steal or the falcon steal, of course. All right, next up we've got Spezzy Lover. He's got some really nice tandem dives in here, and then he definitely, even with those quadastrophe dives, he definitely did the best wind turbine action. He's got a nice.
Right? That's an awesome dive. Be a shame if a hawk came to stop it.
So really nice tandems here. Got some flips in them.
I feel
He's got a gap.
like Bunyan needs to be in the back making that statement during that video.
And then this stuff is just ridiculous. Freestyling right around the blade, almost getting taken out multiple times. Look at some of these clips. Ooh! Nice tandem there. Here again. just flirting with the blade there.
Oh.
That first one is ridiculous.
Tap, tap, tap.
No, yeah, this first one, this one here. He's like just freestyling in front, and then, or no, wait, it's where is it? It's this one. And then the blade is just like so close. Whatever. Anyway, great job by Spezzy. Super high risk, super cool. That right there. Oh my gosh. And I like how he like flips with it, like.
Oh.
Some of the best tandems too. I can't tell how much he's zoomed in on those earlier ones, but
the slow-mo tandem followed with the flip. Very nice.
Yeah.
Like, beautiful Spezzy. Beautiful.
All right, next up we've got Tyrant, who probably had our best freestyle type dives, I'd say. Like super spinny, proximity, in the gap. All types of cool dives from Tyrant. I particularly like the one where he spin backwards dives. That's a nice Maddie one. I think that's coming up here.
Fly, you got the fire, you've got to fly up, desire, build the empire, where do I sign up, retire, you writing greatest goals, you chasing famous
right here, yeah,
you
that
fighting
dive.
for the belt,
That one's sick looking.
weightless blows, don't quit when the heartbeat stop, don't get scared when the heart rate drop, just hold on, don't ever let go, like don't be scared when the hard times rock, no, you gotta
really nice proximity with all types of spinning tricks.
And beyond.
Great job from Tyrant. Very impressive. All right, next up, we've got Vanadium, who, if it wasn't obvious, won crevice dive.
Right. Jesus flippin' Christ.
This cliff is just absurd.
He didn't just win crevice dive. He won the whole damn dive week. This is ridiculous.
The only thing, it's just like not that visually like appealing because he's just kind of like looking at the wall, but the dive is like so ridiculous.
It's just so incredible.
If he had like AK filming with a phone or something so we could see the whoop going down, it would just take it to the next level. But that's the best crevice dive I've ever seen by far. It's this like a tiny crevice. And he's like so in the crevice.
So in it.
For so long.
Just all the way down. All the way down.
It's like he's like in it and then he's just like in it and you're like, wow, he's in it. And he's still in it. And it's not like he drifts in and out. He's in it the whole time. Like he's not going outside this right wall, which is the small wall. And we saw AK try to dive this crevice. It's obviously not like just super easy to do.
No.
Because AK got in there for like a little bit. But like... Oh, you had a GoPro set up?
Where's the GoPro
footage? Oh.
He He could lick that wall the whole way. Yes.
Yeah. Beat
Right. The beat drop was
too.
on point.
Great one. All right. Next up, we've got 0 volts. Okay. So I've thought the Pinot dive like might be never rivaled in terms of like just like awesome dives, but 0 volts' dive is like everything Pinot's is. I gotta say for antenna dive.
Sweet. I can't wait to see that. Okay, I cannot wait to see that. Random mismatched props, but it still flies.
Anyway, it's just as high, if not higher. He like avoids just as many things, just barely. The whole scene, this like looks sweet, and
Does
he's
volume
super
2
close.
need to be 0 volts?
Maybe.
I
I mean, look at this. Watch this dive. He's just up in there as Pinot is. If he had gapped that one thing there, oh man. Oh. I mean, pretty sweet.
Dude.
Straight into a self loop.
I mean,
That
and then
is
the
a great
fact that you
dive.
just did that dive into a freaking self power loop, just like
He went out there like 3 different
tops
days,
it
he
off.
said, to try to like get a nice calm day for a perfect one. It's just like a
Vanadium in the
super clean
house.
dive. What's up, Vanadium? Like the only thing possibly better would be like there's a gate at one point. I see if you could have like somehow gone through that, like that thing right there. You see that thing? That. But he's already up, like avoiding the like. I think maybe it's not as long as Pinot's or as tall. I feel like Pinot's dive lasted a little longer, but still. Ridiculous dive from 0 there. Great work. So there's our top 12 videos. Oh.
Nope.
Nope, I didn't put them in. I guess I didn't put IK Hurdy's in alphabetical order. We got one more. Oh, I didn't even realize she stuck her hair in the beginning of it. I didn't even notice that.
because this isn't the right video.
I was gonna say. What? Oh, this is week 4. How did I get her week 4 in there?
I don't know.
All right, I gotta fix that.
Week 3.
All right, one more top video. I gotta save that and put it in there too. That's IK Hurdy. She had a really fun edit and then a bunch of really good dives and a sweet tandem dive.
You're shaking it all wrong.
But shaking it's all I know.
Let me show you how it's done.
Nice music drop too.
This is what got it for me.
This dive, you like this dive?
This
is
dive and the tandem.
The tandem. The tandem, she passes him and then watches him on the way past, and then retracts him back down.
And then retracts him. Like, are you flipping kidding me?
Yeah, that's a really fun edit too. At the
Hell yeah, girl. Hell yes.
Let me fix that. Oh, I probably watched it and then it jumped over to her next one, and then I copied it since they all have the same beginning.
Yeah.
All right. Had a video. I can 30, and she should be.
Oh, I bet.
ABC.
It was so man, but Vanadium. It was just. It was amazing. Just how just tight and close. Like, dude.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Okay, good. All right. I will update all those playlists from before rec so that they should work, and then I won't mess with them anymore. And then ideally they'll still work the whole time. And then I'll post these ones up on this. I'll have to make a new one for top videos. But our last thing. Oh, did you rank them?
No.
Oh, slacker. Ribbit, the only judge not to rank.
Sorry.
This week. Let's put our top videos in. Our rankings in from the judges. This is for week number 2. We had 9 top videos. The chair week. So we have 11 judges ranking this week. No. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. All right. So, looks like aviation got a bunch of top picks. You got my top pick, Head's top pick, Callisto's top pick, Spit's top pick. Nick Burns liked Akira best. And then Tyrant got the vote of Rue, OG Dr. Love, Zotek, and AD FPV. Ooh, so it's close. We've got 4 firsts for Tyrant and 4 firsts for aviation. And it looks like... Ooh, Tyrant has his worst as a 4 and aviation's worst as an 8 from Jesse.
Like the screen and chat stuff. I don't know why I looked at that.
So it looks like I'm guessing aviation got the win based on those numbers. Let's see. I mean, sorry, Tyrant did. Yep, because
aviation got second.
Jesse's ranking of 8 on aviation. Rough one from Jesse P. But Tyrant gets a win, his first win of IGOW 4. Probably not going to be his last one, I would guess. Congratulations, Tyrant, with a 15 overall score. Pretty
Aviation
solid.
second and Akira third.
Aviation second, Akira third. For round out our top 3.
Yep, with Uprising and Johnny Wingless tied.
Ooh. Both tied with a 52. And Johnny Wingless got a top vote, so we'll give him the...
Then Madcap.
Oh, and Bry 5 like Clover's best.
Yep. Madcap's next.
Madcap had 2 fast ones in a row.
Nope, you moved Madcap too far.
Too far.
And then you've got Clover, and then you've got Wreck, and then Fart Police.
Clover, Wreck, Fart Police. All right. Rounding out our top
9 from last week.
9. Congratulations to all of our top videos. Congratulations to Tyrant, Aviation, Akira, our top pilots. Let's give them. See what that actually means. Tyrant's going to take the top spot now, back from Wreck. And
why? If Tyrant has a 42 and Wreck has a 40.5.
What do you mean? So Tyrant's got a higher score now.
Oh, higher.
Yeah, because he just got 2 more points for getting first place. Aviation got 14, and Akira got his first top 3. Where is he? There he is. All right. Congratulations to our top pilots who had the fastest times. What's his name? Aviation had the fastest time. I guess I should put them together to check, but Aviation's was like faster than yours by how much, Tyrant? Like a half second? Quarter of a second? Anyway. Oh, OG didn't. Hey, OG Dr. Love, how come every single time you do your rankings, you rank all of them except for the last person? Is it something like how he like leaves and it doesn't save it or something? But he always does that.
Like he just forgets to label
he just
number
doesn't-
8, 9, 10, whatever the last number is.
Just whatever the last number is blank. We can all for shame Ribbit for her lack of ranking.
I'm sorry. You know, I had so much time on my hands this week, and I was just like, you know what? Nah, I don't feel like judging the videos. I just,
Yep.
I've got better things to do. No.
That was
Lord
pretty much it.
flipping mighty.
All right. I will.
Like, I'm not busy every flipping second of every single day.
All the other judges seem to find time.
And all the other judges, like probably have a few minutes. When I have a couple minutes, I want to stare off into space because, unlike most people, I have 4 jobs.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Well, the weekly challenge number 4 is due by June 16th.
And I don't even recall getting the link prior to this afternoon.
That should say Friday,
June.
June 16th. I need to change that because I just edited the date. I didn't edit things, so I need to fix that.
Thank you.
Quickly.
I appreciate you, Dex. See, somebody else forgives me.
Well, missed 3 in a row and you're out.
Whatever.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys on Saturday for the long stream judging the Emacs power loops. That'll probably be the most letters we're giving out. It's probably gonna be a decent amount of letters this week.
No, hopefully I'm gonna get all kinds of stuff done. I took
only 87
Friday
videos
off
so
of
far,
work, so then we'll see. We'll see if I have managed to get things finished. It'll be great.
All right, adios.
Peace out.